Got to win at home in the PFL if you want to win the championship. But really, what separates the middle of the pack to the top of the pack is how you play on the road in the PFL. And part of it is you've got to be able to roll with the punches, because when you're traveling with this many people, there's always things that happen, and you got to be able to deal with it. And so that stuff we really talk about all year round. Doing stuff in the off season, changing up routine, things like that, to get them ready for it, and try to prepare them for it. Our guys, we've got a pretty experienced team. They've traveled pretty much everywhere. A good number of these guys, even though we haven't played them since 2012, were on that trip, and so it's not surprises, but there's always something that you're not expecting that happens on a trip, and so guys just got to have the right mentality for it. It's a whole new look for both teams. We saw them on film a lot last year, but as offensively, we're seeing their offense against other people's defense last year, and vice versa for our defense and the opponents. So this is our first real look at their defense and first real look for our defense at their offense. So it's new. It's new for both teams, and there's some pluses and minuses to that. You can surprise them with a few more things than what you would normally get away with. But there's also going to be some more surprises because of that. They're a great team. We're not going to hold them to 0 yards rushing like we did this past Saturday. So they're going to have their plays. We understand that, but overall we got to win that, and then you got to win the other areas. Critical in this game this past Saturday was how well our special teams played. I think this game, especially if weather becomes a factor, special teams becomes even more important because it's going to be harder to move the ball in that kind of weather, and so field position is going to become critical, and I'm sure that'll be the case Saturday night. I know our athletic directors have been in contact about the weather, and they're expecting the worst of it to be the beginning of next week, but they're expecting a lot of rain, not so much lightning and whatnot before that, but a lot of rain between now and the weekend with this hurricane. And so yeah, we've got to get our guys prepared, so our snappers, our centers, our long snappers, our quarterbacks, our receivers, getting prepared to play with a wet football. We haven't been in that kind of environment yet this year, and so we'll do that again tomorrow, getting them prepared for Saturday night.